to look at modules. So in your classes inside of Canvas, when you open those up, they are going to default set to your modules. I like to keep modules right in the middle, and the thing that my homepage is set to, you can change it, but I choose modules because modules are where I build my lesson. It's like my lesson plan for the day. And so you can see that if you're going to organize by chapters, your modules can be set up by chapter, which is what I have for my advanced math class. If you're elementary, you might want to choose to organize your modules per day. So for instance, if I opened up this module and I was an elementary teacher and I did Monday, this would be the flow of what my students needed for each of my different subjects throughout the day. So I think of the module as the teacher's lesson plan flowing throughout the day, but you also need to think about your module as your students' desk for the day or take-home folder backpack for the day. So in the module, you need to place anything that your students might need that you would hand out to them in class, or that they would have to that you would hand out to them to take home in the evening to be able to do their homework or their activity. So while you're teaching your lesson on Zoom or in a video, then you need to give your students some things. And so when you look at, for example, this lesson, my students for lesson 711, while I teach my lesson, need this paper. They need this circle graph project PDF in order to do the activity on the paper. And so instead of handing a worksheet to my students, I would have that attached in this module. So while I'm teaching, they can look at that or use that. Some essential questions or some activities for the day that they might need, I attach so that as we're doing our lessons or as we are doing our activities together or as their homework, they'll have everything they need in this module. So this module attaches and helps your students with anything that they might need to have as an activity, a video, anything that you're needing them to see other than you live teaching with them. So I created a new module. So in order to create a new module, you click on the Add button, you give it a name. I'm just going to do Intro to Intro Practice, and then it's going to drop in at the bottom, and you see that you have it here. To add different activities, you're going to hit the plus, and then you're going to choose from all of the different activities that you have available in your menu drop-down bar, and then you can choose a title for that, and then whether to indent or not indent. That just makes it visually more pleasing for your students. And then you can see that it's attached. Once you have attached an activity, you can click on the name of it, and then your edit options show up. Click on edit, and then you can build inside of this assignment anything that you would like to add in order. So anything from your rich text editor. You can add a link, you can add a visual, an image, you can add a video or music, you can add a document, you can build inside of the math equation editor. And so all of the things that we're going to look at in the next videos where I show you how to use the rich text editor, you can build inside of this. So for example, when you look at the one that I created just as an introduction for you, I added an assignment, clicked on the plus button, add an assignment, and then inside of the assignment, when you click on the hyperlink, you see that I have added many different options. So I added a link, just to give you an example. I added from the equation editor, I uploaded a video, which you will see here, and then I added in a video that I recorded directly using the video recorder into this assignment, all just to show you that those are many different things that you can do. Don't forget to publish it when you're ready for your students to see it, and to keep it unpublished when you don't want your students to see that activity. So you can see that inside of the module, Canvas does a really good job of giving these different icons so that students can visually see what is available. So if it's an attachment, if it's a page, if it's a discussion question, if it's a quiz, if it's a link, and then if it's something like Flipgrid that is an app that you've added in to the activity. Once you've added Flipgrid to your Canvas account, connected your actual account in Flipgrid to your actual Canvas account, you are able to just build inside of Canvas. Your students do not have to go out to out to Flipgrid and log in. They are already logged in and able to use your account or their account to work right inside of Canvas. So when you look at building your module, this, remember, is like your lesson plan. It flows from the top to the bottom, everything your students need. You can separate your modules by days with the text header, or you can separate it by chapters or lessons. And this is going to, for you, be like your lesson plan. For your students, it's like your take-home folder or the worksheets that you would, and information that you would be handing them while you're doing your activity. So you can give them their notes, you can give them their resource pages, you can make a video of you recording of you reading a poem and then they have to respond to it, or you reading them a piece of the text and in a video or an audio response. So this is where you're building your lesson plan inside of the module. So add the module. Once you've added the module, you can add different activities with the plus button inside. Choose what you want and then build from there by hitting the edit. Remember, you're not publishing until you're ready for your students to see your published material. And then you can also use any of your buttons on this side to choose other activities. All right, great job. Let's try it on our own. See, and remember, you can always delete these out. So go ahead, play around inside of one of your classes, build